And with that, we are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Lunch on Debates. I am your fellow co-host Dibo, along with my other co-host Matt.
I think it's a bit disrespectful for you to call me Matt on the podcast.
Then
I think it should be called League Champ at the moment.
League
You want to tell the
Champs.
people what happened last weekend?
uh, I do not recall actually. No, you can though.
Oh well, last weekend, as you guys may know, me and Debo are in the same fantasy football league, and it was the final round. It was between me. Debo was not in the finals. It was between me and Tyler Elliott, who has been one of our guests on the episode. And as you can see, your boy came away with the trophy.
That's not the actual trophy, by the way.
That's not the
We
actual
didn't.
trophy, but
No, we
it's the
didn't
prop for
actually
today.
Well, yeah, it is a prop. We didn't actually think about getting a trophy via like eBay or something like that. We, I low key we should do it in the
We
future.
should. We should. We
That'll
should.
be for another
I'll
year.
take one of them iconic photos like Messi did right after the World Cup
Please don't. That's
with the
I
trophy
don't
in
see you
bed.
do that. Nah, I don't do that. Nah,
No, I have to
nah.
have that.
Especially for this year, cause hey man,
Hey, what?
all I gotta
No,
say,
I beat those
all I gotta
allegations a while
say.
ago.
Well, bro, Tyler's team was banged up like crazy, man. I'm not gonna lie.
And I didn't
And I
have
put up, bro,
Hawkinson out. I didn't have Hawkinson out, Kirk out, Jacobs out, Keaton Mitchell out, Aaron
you
Rodgers, if
said
you want to
Key,
count him.
bro, you said Key Mitchell. This man Matt right here has C.D. Lamb and A.J. Brown as the starting wide receivers. That's just a
Hey,
cheat
AJ
code.
Brown has quietly been dog shit for the last 6 weeks.
Man, I don't care. C.D.
Since
for
the
like
Eagles can't
3
win the game, he's been dog shit.
I don't care, man.
Because that man Jalen Hurts is not looking the best.
Hey,
Not looking the
hey,
best.
all I know from my team, it was a great step in the right direction. We already set the pieces moving forward in the near future with guys like Kyron Williams, Sam Laporta, and other key pieces. So we're on our way, and we're gonna win the
Hey,
chip next year.
I'm gonna just say, with the direction that my organization is looking to move, it's very possible that you may be able to get, I don't know, AJ Brown, Saquon, if you want to discuss Kyron Williams.
Yeah, we're good over here. We are good
Okay,
over here.
okay, okay. We'll
Um,
revisit. We'll
yeah,
revisit.
yeah.
It is a sell
Uh,
high time for
yeah,
Kyron, but that man
that's
is
true.
nice.
If I were to make a trade, I would do it around draft time because that's when the actual prospects are coming out, and we'll get to see which guys are gonna be on which team. So
hmm
yeah, that's when
hmm
I make a trade.
That's
But
fair. That's fair.
yeah,
Um, but we'll see. We'll see. Just because I won, I don't think that I'm taking the stay up at the top route. I think we're looking to dump some of our assets, have a youth movement, and build a true dynasty from ground.
Hmm,
Um, CD will be untouchable though. He's part of the future. I can proudly say.
fair enough. All right.
Yeah, I think he proved that.
Shoot. Mhm. All right. Quick things before we'll get to Matt's quick segment for today's episode. One, Happy New Year. We're in
Happy New Year.
2024. New Year, new me, or same me for some of y'all people, or even most of y'all. Who knows? But
hmm
who knows what this year will unfold? This year's already been crazy as itself these past couple of days. Did you see the video where the guy jumped in front of the judge?
Yes, I did.
Well,
I
that
did. I
was
saw all the
crazy.
memes that came out of it.
That's true. Hey, for all my old heads out there, he jumped to the stand like Brian Dawkins back in the day. So that was
See,
really
bro, I
funny.
didn't know that reference. I saw it on one of the memes, and I just had to keep on sliding.
Yeah, that
I feel
bro.
uneducated.
Matt does not know ball. He does not know the history of the National Football League. He's been exposed. That is crazy.
No,
But
small,
I'm
small time.
playing. I'm playing. That okay. That's true. That is true. Yeah, just want to get that out the way. Secondly, our great co-host Owen will not make it to today's episode due to family relations. Family relations. That's a weird word. Did I say that right?
I think that's
Or
right. Well, what do you think it
um,
is?
personal reasons. That's the
Personal
correct term.
reasons?
Personal
Yeah, that's good.
reasons. He will be out because of personal reasons. And so, with that being said, we hope he gets back to us making a part of these episodes special week in, week out really soon. So, hey, we wish our good friend Owen the best.
Yes. With that being said, you want to get into the episode?
Yeah, Matt, didn't you have a quick question to say?
Quick question to say. Am
Quick
I
question.
tripping?
I thought we discussed it before we start recording.
Disgusted. I thought I already brought it up. What question are you thinking about?
You didn't you didn't say the question.
I didn't say a question. I don't think I'm bringing it up yet. I think we might be bringing it up
Okay,
later. Hold on.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Fair
Fair
enough.
enough.
But one of our teams did make a trade. One of our teams did make a trade here. My team made a trade. And it was sending Emmanuel quickly, RJ Barrett, and the Pistons second round pick for this year. So probably at worst the 32nd pick in the draft. Um, in exchange for OG Anunoby, Malachi Flynn, and Precious Achuya. I want to know as a Knicks fan, what do you think about the trade?
Knicks fan. I'm not the Knicks fan. You're the Knicks fan.
As a Knicks fan, I'm curious what you think as like a third party.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, third party opinion. Let's go. So with this trade, I feel like it's kind of a win-win for the Knicks. You drop off Emmanuel quickly, which they weren't gonna pay him anyway. I'm pretty sure they declined his player option heading into the season. So to drop Emmanuel quickly off, a guy that you are not gonna pay, and also with RJ Barrett, who I don't know about you, Matt, has been a net negative for the
Hmm.
Knicks this season.
Hmm.
There has been little to no traits where Barry showed on the court where he could contribute towards winning basketball. And so you trade those two guys out the way, plus not giving up any high assets when it comes to draft picks for a wing in OG Anunoby who has great length, is tall, can guard more dominant wings like a Jason Tatum, like a Jimmy Butler in a playoff series if they were able to play against the Celtics or Heat, one of those teams. And with an Anunoby offensively, you get a solid catch and shoot guy. He's going to make the fundamental plays. He's going to make the sound plays. And defensively, while he is not an elite defender, he's not elite wing defender. He is still very solid enough to contribute on that aspect of the court.
Yeah. All right. As an Knicks fan, from just the players in this package, the player pool, the Raptors won this trade. I think the way quickly has been playing, he was our third best player. Um, I think RJ is kind of interesting. I heard I was listening to Zach Lowe the other day, and he said RJ Barrett's like a jack of all traits, but a master of none. And I feel like that's a very good way to describe RJ Barrett because he might do a little bit of everything on the court, but I don't think he's like elite at everything. But I do think that Knicks fans were finally starting to realize like, hey, RJ's not gonna hit this all-star potential, but he will be like probably an above average wing in this league. And I felt like Knicks were kind of getting comfortable with that, and then they made this trade. But I do think we did get the best player in the trade. I do think OG fits Tibbs' system as well as what Jalen Brunson needs much more. And to me, I think that if Knicks are truly looking to get that star piece, I think OG fits better than what Emmanuel Quickly or RJ would have done.
Yeah, absolutely. And with this trade, what OG Anunoby reminds me of on a
Hmm.
Tom Thibodeau coach team is Luol Deng
Yeah, I
back
saw that. I
in
saw
the
that.
Chicago days, with him alongside Prime D Rose, Joakim Noah, Carlos Boozer, guys like that. Very successful teams, by the way. And those two guys, both have the same similar traits when it comes to being a defender, being a solid catch and shoot guy, and even
Hmm.
doing a little bit of playmaking. Well, not as dominant, but still tolerable enough for the position.
Yeah,
So in a Tom Thibodeau scheme, yeah, Anunoby's the perfect fit.
yeah. The one thing I say I will, or the one thing I have noticed in the 2 games with him so far, one, we might be getting the Josh Hart treatment because if you remember last trade deadline, we traded for Josh Hart, and the next one, like I think it was 8 or 9 games in a row. And right
Mhm.
now we're on a 2 game winning streak, so fingers crossed that didn't just jinx us. But we beat the
Mhm.
Timberwolves and the Bulls so far. Um, but the thing I've noticed when watching the team so far is it just looks like we're missing a ball handler, right? Like
Mhm.
RJ was obviously playing some or playing a little bit of point forward, and Emmanuel quickly often had the ball in his hands, and so now it really is Julius Randle show. Now it really is the Jalen Brunson show. And I think once Malachi Flynn comes back, that might change a little bit. But it just feels like we're missing something on the court in terms
Yeah,
of
and
like
I
shot
do.
creation. Because it really is just like Brunson and Randall save us right now, which they've been able to do.
Yeah, I do agree with you on that as well, Matt. Obviously, when you ship out two of your best shot creators, scorers, and ball handlers, obviously they're gonna leave out a very massive hole. So at this point with the Knicks, you look at their bench right now. You said Malachi Flynn. I don't expect a lot of good things out of Malachi Flynn at this point. I'm sorry. And then again, Miles McBride, which he's a primarily defensive guy, and other guards on the team too, like
Quentin
Josh
Grimes
Hart,
doesn't ball handle.
Yeah, he doesn't ball handle at all. He's more of a 3-and-D wing,
Hmm.
DiVincenzo. So
Hmm.
there is a massive hole on the Knicks right now with this trade when it comes to shot creation and playmaking on the perimeter.
Yeah, yeah. But I will say one thing I do like is just kind of the salary dump. You mentioned Emmanuel quickly. I don't think we're gonna retain him in free agency. I also don't think that Emmanuel quickly was ever gonna blossom into the player that he could be, just with Thibodeau the way he is and the way that we feed Brunson. I don't think a lot of people have talked about this, but the way that Quickly had played for us in the playoffs the two previous years, or the two previous times we had made the playoffs, I think he kind of left a bad taste in the organization's mouth. Um,
Mm.
Obviously against the Hawks, like that was rookie season. Maybe you want to give it some time, but last year against the Cavs, didn't really do too much, and then in the Heat series, he was basically non-existent. Where we were having to have Evan Fournier come on and give us playoff minutes just so we could get a bucket off the bench. Um, so I think the playoff miscues and the playoff woes kind of led to this as well.
Yeah, speaking of Evan Fournier, what are y'all gonna do about him?
He's the interesting player because if the
Mhm.
Knicks are trying to make a trade, this is also the thing I didn't like about the trade was I feel like the Knicks are a star away. I can admit. I think Brunson's very good. I don't know if he's a 1A, but I know you need like a top 10 player to win in the league. Um, and so I do think the Knicks need a star, but we also just traded our two best assets in RJ Barrett and Emmanuel quickly. Because now we're left with like Quentin Grimes, I guess, because this Quentin Grimes is kind of like disgruntled. Maybe Dante DiVincenzo, but like the Villanova boys are best friends. Maybe you don't want to break that up. Um, but it's like we don't really have a lot to trade anymore for a star. And so you have to throw Evan Fournier to a team just to make the money work because I think he's making close to 20 a year.
Mhm.
But I mean, Evan Fournier is not like this valuable asset, not even close.
Yeah, Fournier in a trade at this point.
He's just a salary filler.
Obviously, yeah, he's a salary filler, and like the bridge has been way overburnt with him and the organization for months now, even years. So who knows where he'll go at this point?
Yeah. No, he doesn't want to be there. Tibbs doesn't want to be him to be there. It's just they're waiting. They're waiting at the moment.
Okay, so last question before we move on to our next segment.
Hmm.
What is the ceiling for this Knicks team right now?
Okay, can I ask you something?
Mm,
Does this assume Mitchell Robinson cannot make a miracle comeback?
no, yeah, he's
Okay.
done.
The
Armstead's been
ceiling
playing
right
solid
now.
though.
The ceiling right now, second round exit.
Okay.
Floor is probably first round exit. Nicely
Mm.
done. Nicely done. Nicely done.
What up,
Floor is
Wayne?
probably first round exit though. Um, I just think that backup big position has not looked good. I know it was the first two games of Precious's time with the Knicks, but he has not looked good off the bench. Shout out Hardenstein. He had another 20 rebound game, 5 blocks last night.
Mm.
But I like him a lot more off the bench, and I like Mitchell Robinson, especially with OG. Defensively, I think that would look really nice. But if we're not saying that Mitchell Robinson's gonna have this miraculous comeback, I think second round is probably the ceiling.
Mm.
And I do
Fair
do
enough.
think the Knicks are a star away.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Cat is that
Indeed,
star. Cat is that
Hmm?
star.
Carl Anthony
What'd you say?
Towns.
It's a cat is
Carl
that
Anthony
star.
Towns.
I don't want Cat, bro.
With that, really,
keep it
I mean, he's sort of from the area. I know he's more of a Jersey guy, but he's sort of from that area in the
He's
East
also
Coast.
boys with Julius. I think they went to Kentucky together, right?
No,
Yeah.
Cat no,
Julius,
because
Julius is
Cat.
They have some relation.
Julius is
Julius
like
and
2
Cat
years
have some
before.
relation.
No, because Cat came to Kentucky the year after Randall got selected into the draft. Yeah.
Well, fair enough. But I don't think Cat's the guy. I don't think Embiid is still on the table. Unless, I mean, never say never
He's
because
never on the table, bro.
no, well, we'll see what happens in the postseason. If we get if they have another second round exit, then it might be time for him to request that. KD turned down the report. He said that it was fraud, the one about him being frustrated in Phoenix. So I don't think KD's on the table. Mikal, the Nets said they're not trading Mikal. I would rather have Mikal than Cat, probably.
Bro, that's not a star.
No, it's not. But I think at that
Bridges
point, then you just have
you'd
enough
rather
quality
have Bridges
pieces where
than
the system might be able to elevate them.
Hold
A
on,
tip system with OG and Mikal as your wings would kind of be nice.
No, okay. Fair. It's fair.
And then you could try to win as like the 04 Pistons.
Yeah, that's
just
not
and grind your way to the
NBA.
finals.
That's not happening in the modern NBA. So. Yeah,
that'd be funny though.
That is not happening.
Danny, what do you think about the trade though? I assume the Knicks
the OG
Raptors
trade.
Yep.
Yeah. It's just man. It's not. It's not.
It doesn't do anything.
It's just bro, it's damn.
Fucking cares, bro. It doesn't do anything.
That's how I'm feeling with all these Lakers trades I'm seeing. But we'll get. We're about to get into the Lakers right now, I think.
Yeah. Let's segue into our next segment.
I don't think there's any reason to talk about them. I don't think there's a reason to talk about them. Lakers lost last night.
Nah, man, it's in my notes right now. We'll get into that. And with this segment, it involves Lakers head coach Darvin Ham. Now, according to Shams, I quote from him: "There is currently a growing disconnect between Darvin Ham and the Lakers locker room, stemming from disjointedness around rotation and adjustments." So, with that being said, is Darvin Ham's job in serious danger?
I'm waiting for the Lakers fans to answer.
The floor is yours.
Oh, you're okay. Serious danger? No. Like, does he have to like? But he's not like in serious danger. I think people want him gone, but like, bro, does Darvin Ham have an impact on the team shooting 4 for 30 from 3 in a basketball game? Is that
Darvin's offense has been atrocious.
It is atrocious.
Offense is really bad, and that's because that's Darvin Ham's fault, and that's because he keeps running out like these terrible rotations, bro. They're horrible. They're really bad. We were starting LeBron, Cam Reddish, Vando, Taurean Prince. It was LeBron, Taurean Prince, Cam, Vando, AD.
Bro, that's like 4 power fours.
Yeah.
That starting lineup's not doing anything, bro.
The thing I don't understand was at the beginning of the season, you guys put Austin Reeves on the bench because you didn't want him and D'Lo to like start together. You didn't think that fit well, or that they fit well. But you just moved D'Lo to the bench, and you still have Austin Reeves coming off the bench. And I get it; he's looked good there, but I think you should.
That wasn't why we benched Reeves. We benched Reeves because he was playing terribly at the start of the season. That's why he got benched.
He was, but it was in part because of the D'Lo fit as well. Because they just didn't feel like he had the ball in his hands enough.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I think you should at least start your 3 best players. Because what are you going to do come playoff time?
I think the best lineup the Lakers can start is Russell, Reeves, LeBron, Davis, or LeBron, Vando, Davis. That's the best lineup they can start. But apparently, it seems like the writing's on the wall for D'Angelo that he better start going on Zillow. It looks like.
Oh, yeah,
Which
that man's gone for sure.
I like D'Lo. I'm gonna miss him. He'd always been one of my favorite of the young Lakers, even though he was only in a Laker jersey for 2 years. But it's good to have him back. But it's just it hasn't worked. He's been too up and down.
I'm gonna say it. Nobody talked about it in the time, including me. I didn't talk about it in the time. But looking back at that Russell Westbrook trade, if y'all took Mike Conley instead of trading him to the Wolves for D'Lo, you guys would look a lot better right now, I think.
I didn't want Mike Conley actually because I knew we were gonna trade with the Jazz.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want Mike Conley. I never knew that D'Angelo Russell wasn't like an opportunity. I would have preferred that we ended up getting Jordan Clarkson, but I don't know if that was even possible. But
Well done, Dibo. Well done, Dibo. I had the same exact
with
reaction.
that fit, because Jordan Clarkson
Jordan
needs the ball.
Clarkson,
He's a score. He's a score first guard, and he needs the ball. He's a high usage score first guard, and you're gonna
what's
and you
D'Angelo
possibly
Russell?
put him.
He's a triple double getter, is what he is.
At least D'Angelo
What's
Russell can
D'Angelo
show
Russell?
a little bit, but at least D'Angelo Russell has at least more size and can play make a little bit better than Jordan Clarkson. That wouldn't be a great fit for me, in my opinion. It wouldn't.
Can I just say I don't like I don't know. The Lakers obviously have to play D'Angelo Russell and like Vanderbilt, but I hate the fact that you're saying that's the best starting lineup. In the last time we saw them in the playoffs, they were getting benched.
That's the best lineup that we have. It was
No,
one of
I
the
think
best.
Hachimura. I know Hachimura's hurt right now, but I think Hachimura over Vando.
I think he's better off the bench. Rui.
Yeah,
I think he's better off
Yeah,
the
I
but
bench
you're
agree.
saying
and
best.
depending.
Yeah, I'm saying best lineup, like to close the game with.
Oh no. That's what I was just about to say. I think he's better off the bench to start, and then depending on how the game goes, into the game you can go Vanderbilt or Hachimura. But Darvin Ham's rotations are terrible. That's the main reason why people want him fired. He sits there with his hands in his pockets and like rolls out the worst lineups. Oh my! Did y'all see Jalen Hood-Schifino last night?
Oh, I saw the
That
one
nigga's
dribble
an
off
NBA
the
player.
backboard.
Bro,
That
he's not an
dude,
NBA
nah.
player, bro. Niggas was saying that was flight reacts out there, bro. That's not a real NBA player, bro. He's not an
Well,
NBA
I
player.
had that. Had the same jump shot too. That was horrible.
Maybe cover the
Oh,
group chat name, but like
we'll be there. Oh, you gotta cover the
Mason's up for the milk mile for a little punishment.
Yeah.
We'll be
Hopefully
there. We'll be there.
it'll be a great event. But Danny, continue.
Yeah, no, the Lakers, man, they're just in a bad stretch right now, which apparently seems to happen to them at least once a year. Um, it's really just a rough stretch. They got a game against the Grizzlies on Friday at home, must win, must win. Like clearly a team that is not as talented as you, no matter how bad you're playing. Even with Ja, they're not as talented as the Lakers. You have to win that game, and you have to win that game convincingly. And if you don't, people's jobs are in danger. And people need to start looking at Zillow and looking at Realtor.com and just looking at other places to go live.
Here's the thing that scares me most about the Lakers right now is that in years prior, you've always been able to use the excuse AD hasn't been healthy, Brown hasn't been healthy. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just been the truth. It's just been the reality. But this year, it's like Brown and AD have basically been two of your healthiest players. I mean, they've basically been out there and competing almost every night. AD's probably having like one of the best 10 game stretches of his career. Like he's like
I think
averaging like
AD's only
30
missed
over the
two
last 10 or
games.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the part that's like weird to me. Is like your two stars are there and yet you're like losing this 10th seed. Like you're like on the borderline of losing this 10th seed.
Yeah.
So what's the
It's
change then? If it's not Darvin Ham, what do you want to see in the rotation that's changed?
what do I want to? I want to see less Torian Prince, even
Mm-hmm.
though he's been one of the better shooters on the team. He doesn't play defense at all, and when he's not playing defense and he's not making shots, he's not doing anything on the court. I like Cam Reddish. I don't
The
love
three,
Cam Reddish.
yeah.
Um,
The Cam Reddish thing is so weird to me because in New York, He had the 3-point shot, but would not defend, and it's the complete different thing in LA.
Now he can't hit a shot.
He's
Can't hit a shot.
phenomenal on defense, but can't hit a three.
Cannot make a shot, bro.
Yeah.
But like, honestly, I mean, what can you do when players aren't making threes? I mean, you can trade them and you can ship them out, but like, what does that really do? Because who are the Lakers gonna get? If the Lakers have to trade someone, they have to trade D'Angelo Russell. If they're gonna trade
What's
for
his
someone,
contract
they
at?
have
It's
to
like
trade
20 a year.
D'Lo is 18,
18.
so he has like a really tradable
Y'all want
contract.
Evan Fournier if you want somebody to hit some shots?
Fournier.
Nah, bro, I don't want D'Lo. D'Lo would ruin some shit in New York.
D'Lo and Brunson backcourt, bro. That's basically just RJ Barrett.
Nah, that shit's worse than RJ Barrett. At least RJ don't need the ball in his hands that much. Like RJ is cool, just standing in the corner.
No, D'Lo's cool off the ball. I think he's improved.
Yeah, I don't know. Like the moves are kind of iffy.
Very bleak.
But
People are saying they got to trade people, and every year this happens. Lakers best offseason in the NBA, and then in like January, the Lakers got to trade everyone. They got to fire everyone. Every year, bro. So I think they just ride the ship, stick it out, try to get a top 6 seed if possible, and then
no, that's not gonna happen. Let's be real.
they're
I
not
think
gonna
the
get top
top
6
six
in
is
NBA?
like. I think you guys are like 5 games out of top 6, maybe more.
No, I think we're 4.
4. That's it. Y'all are 4.
It's 4 games.
But I mean,
out.
there's good teams in front of you because like, who's dropping? So obviously Minnesota, OKC, Denver, Clippers. Those are locked for top 4, or like locked to be top 6. I mean, right?
Sure.
Sacktown's looked pretty good. New Orleans, I could see dropping. They're at 6 right now. Dallas, I could see dropping or jumping. Same with New Orleans, I guess. Houston's the 8th seed.
They're gonna drop.
Nah, I don't know.
They might stay there. They might stay around that.
I think they'll be in the play-in. I don't know if they're gonna have a home game in the play-in. They might be a 9-10 seed.
Yeah.
And then Phoenix.
They're gonna rise most likely.
And then you guys are tied for 10th with the Warriors. They just haven't played as many games. And this is a bad Warriors team.
Like last year, the only good thing that like about the West that really helped the Lakers was like, I think even when the Lakers were like 12th or 13th in the conference, they were only like 8 games away from the number 1 seed all year. It was or not number 1, but like the number 2 seed all year because the Nuggets kind of ran away with it. But it was like 2 through 13. We're only separated by like 9 games or something like that. So they really benefited
you're 5
from
games out of the 4 seed.
I'll ask you this: can this Lakers team go on a 5-game win streak?
Oh, definitely. But I don't know. I don't know if that. Yeah. But at the end of the day, you got 2 top 10 players, and the Lakers have like a ton of home games coming up because you guys have been on the road quite a bit. I can't lie, to start the year.
We're on a home
So maybe your record
improves.
improves.
We've been on the road.
Yeah.
Let me look at the
so
Lakers'
maybe the record
upcoming
improves
schedule.
if you have like a home stretch. But I mean, like if I'm like
But
ranking
they
my
just had their first
contenders,
home game last night and did like shit.
That's true. But if I'm like ranking my teams out the West, like the Lakers probably aren't even in my top 5. They might be 5, like at best.
Like
That'd
here's
be
the
at
Lakers'
best.
upcoming schedule. They got the Grizzlies on tomorrow,
Right.
and they got the
Right.
Clippers on Sunday.
Loss.
They got the Raptors.
That might be a loss. I can't lie.
Then they got Phoenix.
Raptors won last night. Raptors beat Grizzlies last night.
Yeah, those teams aren't good, either of them.
Phoenix depends. You
Then they
never
got
know
the
who's gonna play.
Suns. Exactly. And then they got the Jazz and then the Thunder.
Jazz and then the Thunder. Bro, the Thunder. I think we're gonna get into the Thunder a little bit later, but do not sleep on the Thunder this year. They're already legit contenders. They might not even make that trade that everybody's been saying.
Breaking news, kinda. I don't really know this is breaking news still. Dalvin Cook's going to the Ravens.
Really? I thought he was gonna be a Cowboy.
Ugh.
I thought he was gonna take that Zeke role. Where you
Ew.
take the goal line
He can't
touches.
do that, bro. He's not as big. He's not as big as
He can't, bro. He could be a goal line back.
This is good. This is a depth signing for them, but I mean,
Yeah, they had so many injuries there this year. J.K. Dobbins, Keaton Mitchell. There was another one that went out, I think. Not Justice Hill. It wasn't Gus
their
Edwards.
other
It was
one.
the other one. Huh?
I don't remember. I don't remember what his name is, but the other one that they have.
Yeah. They got like five of them, five actual running backs.
And Lamar.
And no more. Yeah, but he don't be running like that no more.
He's not quarterbacky enough for me.
Fair enough. I hear it's a serious concern nowadays.
Being quarterbacky, yeah, I heard
hmm
that it's a really big deal nowadays.
But do you want to get into the main segment then? I don't know where Debo's at.
Yeah, I don't know where Dibo is either, but let's get into the main segment.
He might be sitting on that toilet bowl, or he might be playing in it. Bro, did you see? I got my fantasy football trophy for winning the league this year. It's truly a pleasure.
Yeah, it doesn't say soccer on it. No,
No, where? Where does it
I
say
don't
soccer?
know. I don't see it. It's not a soccer ball like design. I don't see it.
Well, whatever it is, I just know I'm the league champ.
League champ for sure, bro.
See, if I lost, nobody would have cared about my injuries. I just see how it is.
What injuries did you have, bro?
Hawkinson, Kirk. Who else was that? Keaton Mitchell, Josh
You
Jacobs.
were never starting him. Oh, Josh Jacobs.
Jacobs. Yeah. I would start Jacobs over ETN, which I think ETN actually had a good week, so it would have been bad. But we move.
Complaining about winning the championship.
But some main segment then?
What is the main segment? Yes.
It's NBA superlatives. Excellent question. NBA superlatives. So we're gonna be ranking teams most likely to blow it up. Favorite league pass team, disappointing team, surprising team. Does it sound interesting?
Sounds quite interesting. I'm quite intrigued.
Excellent. So Danny, let's start with the first one. What team do you think is most likely to blow it up?
I'd say the Bulls, probably. I think that's probably the boring answer, but I think that's the most likeliest answer.
See, I think I had a pretty boring answer as well.
The
But it was
Bulls
not
are
the
like
Bulls.
they're stuck in like mediocrity, which they have been for the past 2 years. Ever really since that Lonzo Ball injury, they've
Mhm.
kind of just fallen off a cliff and never regained that form that we once saw them have. And I think they got to capitalize on DeMar DeRozan's value while he's on an expiring contract, and he's like what 34. They got to get whatever they can get out of Zach LaVine from whatever team that would want to acquire him. Maybe that's the Knicks.
No.
Maybe
No.
it's
Don't
you
throw us in that shit.
want him. You know you
I
want him, bro.
don't
You know
want
you want him. But
I don't want him for a second.
the good thing about the Bulls, when they have let their young guys play, they haven't looked like horrible. The young
No, they
players,
haven't.
they have looked actually they actually look better than like the main players. So
Yeah.
I think if that's something that the Bulls can see, or I think that's something that the Bulls see and that they should try to go ahead and take advantage of. Just move on. It's over. I think it's organizational malpractice to tank the year after Wemby, but I think you just got to go ahead and do it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the Kobe White has kind of shown to be the new franchise player for the team.
Real.
He's looked really good. And then, like you said, I think you blow it up. I hate trading players when they're at like the bottom of their value, and I kind of feel like that's what Zach LaVine is right now, especially as they have been winning games since he's gone down. But I think you get rid of him. I think you ship off Caruso to a contender because I think you might actually be able to get a decent package back for Caruso. Vucevic, we'll see what happens with him. But yeah, let the young guys run and finally start this rebuild because it's long overdue.
Definitely.
Yeah. Dibo, we just started the NBA superlatives, and I asked Danny who his team or what team was most likely to blow it up, and he said the Bulls. Did you have a different answer?
Yeah, I did actually, and sorry about my mini hiatus. Had to like take over
Unprofessional.
a family.
Very, very
That's very unprofessional. My apologies. I had to take care of a family matter, so um, that had to be taken care of. But
no worries.
yeah, getting out the way with my team that would most likely blow it up around the trade deadline would have to be, well, it's not a team that's like as a contender, but it's a team that's kind of in that like mid tier of being mediocre and contending for a playing spot with
The Celtics.
no long, not the Celtics. It is
The,
actually the Brooklyn Nets.
oh, okay. So we all had different teams then. I like this one, Dibo. I like
I
this one.
like it
Let's hear
too.
it out.
Yeah, I just feel like at this point, the Nets, they are contending for a playing spot. I believe they are the ninth team, the ninth team in the standings in the
Yeah.
Eastern Conference as of right now, below 500 team. Sure, you have guys like Cam Johnson, Mikael Bridges had a great start to his Nets career. He has fallen a bit off as the main option, the main scoring option this year. Cam Thomas as well, and other key role players like a Dinwiddie, a Dorian Finney-Smith, the key guys, Royce O'Neal too as well. But at this point, with this team, and we've known they've been in the situation, which is limbo since the Kyrie and KD trade. So for the Nets at this point, why not trade all of your key role players? Start from scratch. Start over because with the team you have now, obviously you're not going to contend for a even a second round exit at this point, let alone a championship. So at this point, trade all your valuable assets. Start from scratch, completely start over, do the rebuild properly, and just call it a day.
See, the problem is that they traded all of their own picks in the James
They
Harden
did.
trade.
Exactly.
They did.
So it's like
Yeah.
if they bottom out, then they're just losing all of that. I don't know if there's any protection on them.
There isn't any protection. The Rockets will just become a dynasty once they trade Jalen
Interesting.
Green.
Yeah, facts. Facts. Or moving to the bench.
We'll
Shout out
cut him.
Sengun though.
Shout out Sengun. I think he had
Shout
another 30 piece last night.
Yeah, yeah, he's been amazing.
But
The reason,
uh, go ahead, Danny.
stop. But the reason why the Nets won't do it is because Joe Tsai is one stubborn man. He won't do it. He's too stubborn to do all of that. He barely wanted to trade Kyrie, and once he traded Kyrie, he just kind of had to trade KD. You know, one day we'll find Joe Tsai's flight log. One day, hopefully, and see a couple places that he's been.
Same
Yeah,
places
Joe
as Stephen
Shy
Hawking.
is that bro. Nah, that Stephen Hawking story is crazy,
Shout
bro.
out
That
Stephen
is
Hawking.
crazy.
Shout
I
him
thought it
out.
Okay,
was
maybe not shout out.
the
Maybe not shout out. Maybe not shout out. No, not shout out.
no, no,
Um,
no, but like you know the actual thing he did. I thought it was fake. I thought it
I
was
did
from the
too.
meme pages,
I did too.
bro.
Bro, I
Bro,
started
he was
laughing
into
when I
like underage. He was into like underage midgets doing like high level equations. Like, what is that?
there's no such thing as an underage midget.
Well,
Yeah, there is. Yeah, there is.
technically, that's what the file said. The
On Epstein's
documents.
Island, bro, there's
Wait, they said that they were underage?
Yeah.
I don't know. I did see midgets. I don't know if I saw underage.
Bro, I saw Ronaldo was on one of them boats, bro. I'm a little
Shocker.
scared.
Shocker. Messi would never.
R9, not Cristiano.
But
Look at this fucking
back to
dick
the
eater,
Nets.
bro.
Back
That's
to the Nets. The
insane,
Nets
bro. Man United
direction.
fan, by the way.
The Nets direction is so confusing to me because I feel Danny kind of touched on it a little bit with the Kyrie stuff. I feel like they didn't really have a plan. Like heading into the season, they obviously had Steve Nash. They fired him. They bring in Jacques Vaughn, and I think at the minimum, when you bring in a new coach, they rattled off some wins, and you're thinking, hey, well, at least get to the end of the season and we'll be able to make this decision. And then Kyrie comes out and requests a trade, and it's like their hands are tied behind their back, and they're kind of having to force these quick decisions. And so I think you trade Kyrie to the Mavs for like a very mid package. I think it was like Dorian Finney-Smith was the best thing you got in there, maybe a pick. I don't even think you got a first in that package.
They did. They got a late first, like
Late first.
2029 or something like that.
And then you trade KD for Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson, which sure. You give Cam Johnson like a pretty nice payday where he's getting 22 mil a year or something like that. And it's just like I feel like the Nets forced their decisions too quickly, and I feel like they really just don't know what direction they're going, and that's why they're still trying to win.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. But I had a different team for a team that was most likely to blow it up, and we just saw them make the first move. I think this is finally the Raptors blowing it up. I think this year Siakam will be off the team by the trade deadline. I don't know if he'll go for a player package like OG did, or if she's going to go for draft compensation. But I think the Raptors have finally seen the light and are going to start rebuilding. But this might be like the most boring answer.
Wait, say that again, man?
I said my team that's most likely to blow it up is the Toronto Raptors. But like that's
I heard you on that last part. You said it's the most boring answer.
Yeah. Because I feel like that. I mean, I feel like everybody could say the Raptors just because we just saw them trade the first domino. Pascal's on an expiring deal. He'll probably go at the trade deadline. You'll see what you can do with Jakob, but the Jakob trade looks horrible.
Yeah, that should have been done. Masai Ujiri, you're under surveillance, my boy.
Yeah, he is.
We are seeing you in full time.
He is.
But your status as this elite GM, it's been waning away over these last few years. Especially with how he's handled the situation with Van Vliet, Anunoby, and Siakam after their title run, obviously in 2019. Van Vliet, he walked away for free, went in free agency. Anunoby, he got traded away, which in that trade, you still get some valuable assets in RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickly as young players. But with RJ Barrett, he's already tied to a massive deal. So even if he doesn't pan out, then their hands would be way tied behind their back. And with Quickly, you still have to pay him big money this upcoming free agency period. So that situation is Masai Ujiri's fault. And with Siakam, he's near an expiring deal soon, and if you were to trade him in a trade, he wouldn't go for the highest value compared to a few years back. And so with Masai Ujiri, I feel like with the situation right now, he is a lot to blame. He needs to have a lot to blame for this situation.
No, for sure. No, Masai like this past year and a half, to your point, has not looked good because if you remember last trade deadline, we were hearing stuff like OG was worth 3 first-round picks, or like teams were offering 3 first-round picks for OG, and to walk away with like Quickly and RJ and not even a first for OG, I mean that's got to be disheartening. Siakam obviously probably had a much bigger market. Obviously, you could have got some assets for Freddie as opposed to just letting him go. And instead of selling at all, you actually traded your first-round pick and then extended Jakob Poeltl, who hasn't looked really that good this season. He really hasn't. So it's been a lot of head scratching moves.
Masterclass.
Oh, that's another move I didn't mention. Trading a first for Jakob Poeltl last year when you clearly weren't being contenders. They sold their souls for a play-in loss where they lost.
Not just that, but trading a first for a center who can space, who like only plays in the paint when you already have Scotty, when you already have Pascal, when you already have OG, like it was like the Russell Westbrook trade almost, in a sense. Like a lot of people could have predicted that it was going to be a bad fit just right away.
Mm-hmm. And he can't shoot free throws, which didn't help them, lose to that 9-year-old girl.
Yeah, shout out DR, or I think that's her.
Yeah, DR DeRozan.
Yeah.
That was the fun. Well, that's one of the funniest games in like recent memory, bro. I was crying.
Shout out Lunchroom Debates editor Dibo Elango for just saying, bro, they got to get this girl off the court. I remember that.
That
Oh
shit
no, I
blew up.
corrected.
I remember
That shit blew up on OG.
That shit.
Yeah,
They're like,
that
bro,
did.
what are you talking about this girl, bro? That's his daughter. Have some respect.
No, I corrected that in the comment section. That is on my watch. That's my apologies.
All right, should we move on to league pass team for this year?
Yes, we can.
Debo, who's your league
I think
pass
we'll all
team?
have the same answer.
Oh,
think
I
we have
got
the
the
same team?
Rockets.
Oh, I don't got the Rockets.
What the fuck type
I
of
think me and
basketball
Danny
is you
got the
watching,
same
nigga?
team. I think me and Danny got the same team.
I got the Rockets, bro. I got the Rockets. Like I tried to go after not the most obvious answers. A team that's in like that play-in tier, which are still entertaining to watch, and I picked the Rockets. Like Alperen Sengun, my fault.
Just go.
Alfred Shingun, Alfred Shingun has been forming into a prime number one option this season. His playmaking, which we know has been one of the best parts of his entire since he got drafted, has been borderline elite for his position. Scoring has taken a leap. His overall offensive game has taken a leap, along with him being a much more improved defender compared to last year. Huge credit to Ime Udoka for that as well with his development. And also you have other players too, like a Fred VanVleet, Dylan Brooks, which he's becoming one of my favorite players in the entire league with
Don't
his
say it.
antics.
Don't say
Shout
it.
out the villain. Shout
Don't
out the
say
villain.
it. Don't fucking say it.
Shout out the villain.
Don't say what?
Don't say Josh Christopher's boyfriend, bro. Don't say it.
Oh no, Jalen Green is not part. That's crazy.
Good.
No, Jalen
Good.
Green is not part of the reason why I liked watching Houston basketball this year, unfortunately. But he has been turning it up though over these past 3-4 games. So hopefully he can continue.
Yeah, but one of them games was against the Pistons, so we don't count it.
The NBA is still a very talented league, especially in the modern era. So
Hey, I was about to say last night we had 2 OT games, or we had a double OT game, an OT game, a game that finished within 3, and a game that finished within 5. January ball ain't dead no more. This is a new NBA. People trying out here actually.
And playoffs coming soon for the NFL, man. We're gonna be tuning into that. Let's get it.
Hey, NFL playoffs is on a weekend. There's plenty of weekdays to be watching ball.
All right, but we got to prepare for every playoff week.
We gotta prepare, bro. We gotta prepare.
Danny, who was your league pass team though?
I think it's easily the Thunder.
Nice.
Clearly been one of the best teams in the NBA this year.
Yeah.
Shea is a legit MVP candidate. Chet is the rookie of the year.
D-point candidate too. D-point candidate.
And
He wouldn't win it,
candidate,
but
a
he's a
sneaky
D-point candidate.
Yeah, they're really good. They are just really good. They move the ball well. They play within their two superstars well, and also they have a great supporting cast around them with guys like Jalen and other Jalen Williams, and then Lou Dort. And even Trey Mann comes off the bench, contributes a little bit. I wish that they didn't have Josh Giddey on the team. Would make them a lot better to watch, and they'd be on prime time a little bit more if they didn't have Josh Giddey. But regardless of that, they're still a really good team. Mark Dagnall is probably going to win Coach of the Year, as he should. And they're a really fun team. They're a really fun team to watch. They are a really fun team to watch.
I too had the Thunder as my league pass team. I can't remember if I was telling Danny or I was telling Dibo, but this team is like, I just feel like they're already a contender. Like as is, like everybody's saying, oh, you need to move like them 5 first-round picks, Josh Giddey, and get that next superstar to pair along with Shea. Like this team as is might be a championship contender. I think Chet has gone past any reasonable prediction you could have for his rookie career. Like he might be like in all-star conversations. I don't think he'll get it just because the West is so tough. But the Thunder have the second best defense in the league. He's averaging 3 blocks a game and challenging every block or every shot in the paint. They have 10 players shooting over 40% from 3, which is like unheard of. That's basically like your whole rotation just shooting above league average or like elite territory. And so I just think the way they play, the chemistry they have, the energy, the first quarters that they get off to. Like this team is special. This team is special, and I would not be surprised if they're upsetting some people come playoff time.
I mean,
Very
can a
true.
top
Very,
three
very
seed
true.
can a top 3 seed upset the team? I don't think so.
If they got matched up against the Lakers, who you think first take is picking?
Is first take the
First take.
best place to get your basketball opinions from?
Who do you think NBA TV is taking?
NBA
Inside the
I'm
TV.
studio is
the
taking.
Lakers. Fuck it. I'm taking the Lakers. I don't give a fuck. Fuck it.
No.
Bro. It depends who's on NBA TV at that time because they
Zach Lowe
rotate
would
throughout
take the
year.
Thunder. Perkins would take the Lakers. Who's the? I can't remember the older dude's name.
Older dude
He's like light skinned.
for ESPN. Chris
Yeah,
Broussard.
he's
Richard
a
Jefferson?
no, not Richard Jefferson. I know who Richard Jefferson is. He's on the show with Mike Greenberg too.
Wilbon.
Wilbon. My fault.
Yeah, I think
Wilbon.
so.
But he's not light skin. He's brown skin.
You think? I mean, I probably can't tell you. That's just how I saw him.
Gives a
Light skin? What's Danny? Because he's
Dark skin.
definitely lighter than Danny.
Yeah. He's lighter than me.
Yeah.
All right.
But what am I though? What am I?
Look at your t-shirt, nigga.
Dibo said, "What am I?" My phone.
Yo.
Oh, honorable mention for my league pass team though. The Indiana Pacers. As far as like fun teams that are just gonna score a ton of points, how to beat them.
When you're trying to get freaky at the night, you think about it. Shout out,
But
Giannis.
Well, nah. That interview was crazy.
Quote.
It was-
You better put your dick in your wife and you're thinking about Tyrese Halliburton.
Chill. All right.
Like, why do you say
All
that
right.
out loud?
Shall we move on to the next category?
I have no clue. Yes, we should, but hey, I have breaking news from the NFL.
We
The
already heard
Baltimore Ravens are set to sign running back Dalvin Cook.
All right, we can move on, nigga.
We can move on.
Damn,
were
that's
gone.
not different.
You were gone when news dropped.
I already talked about. Damn.
That shit does nothing, bro. It don't mean nothing.
He missed the Woj bomb. What can we do?
Damn, I
You
did.
missed the
Shefty
Shefty
bomb. Damn, I did miss a Shefty bomb. That's on me. That is on me.
All right.
Right.
But this next one is best role player from this season.
Oh, of course, your bitch ass picked
Hey,
this topic.
Dibo was.
Hey,
on
I did it
this
for Matt. Hey, this is a Matt.
Oh,
this is a category.
It's funny you said that because I brought two different names. It's one of the only awards I brought two different things.
Oh, what a surprise! What a surprise!
What a surprise!
See,
both of them were in the Western Conference, though.
Bro, I set my boy up with this. I set him up.
Yeah.
I got.
We're about to cook on this segment. We're about to cook on this.
Bro, I'm crying.
All right, man.
I'll go first. Though. I'll go first.
Oh, my fault. You can go.
Just in case Matt steals my player, I got Malik Monk.
Okay, I don't got your player. Great pick,
Malik
though.
Monk
Great
is
pick.
easily the best role player in the NBA, especially after what he did last night. Didn't he have like 30 points or some shit last night?
But De'Aaron Fox only had like 15.
Real franchise player, Laker legend Malik Monk. I think the Malik Monk's game is just I don't know why he was getting DMPs in Charlotte for so long. He's an impact player in the NBA, franchise. And I'm glad that he's getting an opportunity on a real team, on a team that gets some attention. And offensively, he's one of the better players in the NBA. One of the best role players in the NBA. Not a great defensive player, but I think his offense more than makes up for what he lacks on defense. So I'd take Malik Monk. I'd take Malik Monk on the Lakers right now.
No, that's a good pick because as far as like being a flamethrower, being a sixth man, there's not a lot of people better than Malik Monk. And last night he was closing out the game. He was they were giving him the ball, putting the ball in his hands late in the game to finish it.
Yeah. And his scoring ability has proven to be sustainable come playoff time, as he was one of the only Kings players last year who were competent. So salute to Malik Monk.
You know that De'Aaron Fox knows how to turn him on.
Weird
yeah.
way to phrase that.
I,
Weird
I
Hey,
way.
do
way to
actually.
phrase that
No,
'cause that's
that was in
exactly
the interview. I'm not.
yeah. That was
Oh,
in
that
the
was in the
interview.
interview. That was in the interview.
That was like
Yeah.
verbatim the interview.
He said that?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
like,
and, and
I know how to
actually,
keep him going. I know how to turn him on.
oh wait, no, yeah, for real, yeah.
I think it was Malik Monk to the young Fox that said that though. But it might have been Fox to Monk.
Mm.
All right,
Dibo,
Matt,
who's
your
your best role
Or
player of the year though?
who's your two?
Shoot, my favorite, most valuable role player has to be Jalen Suggs from the Orlando Magic.
Ooh, another great pick. Yes. Nah, he's been good.
Right. One of the most impactful role players this entire year. Obviously, his first 2 seasons wasn't able to get a proper footing. He was even on bust watch, which, for me personally,
Pause.
I thought he was on a trajectory. Bro, get your head out the gutter. I thought he was on the
Bust watch.
trajectory.
That's crazy.
I thought he was on that trajectory, but this year, with his new role as that kind of 3-and-D guard, that the main guy when it comes to guarding the point of attack on the perimeter, just him taking over in that Marcus Smart type of role, a guy that can do a little bit of everything, especially on the defensive end of the ball, and that has done. For this Magic team, that has done wonders, as they're obviously one of, if not the best defensive team in the whole entire league when it comes to both basic and advanced analytics. So salute to Jalen Suggs.
They got the third best defense right now. Do you want to guess the two in front of them? First one, I bet you could guess easy.
Us, and
Nope.
we're not top three.
Nope. Celtics aren't top three.
Probably not top three defense.
Top two is there's one in the West. They're both in the West actually.
Houston.
No.
In the West.
Who's the worst team in the West?
The
Timberwolves. And then who's the other team in the West?
It's not OKC. They're not that good.
It's OKC.
Really?
They have the second best defense right now.
That moves the needle.
I don't know. I checked that like 2 days ago, and I checked that right before the Celtics game, and they gave up like 130 against the Celtics.
Hey, they got that dub though.
They did get that dub, and that's all that matters. I'm surprised nobody came in with Derek White.
I was gonna say Derek White, but
I thought that was too obvious.
It was too obvious, bro. I knew it was because I knew you were gonna mention Derek White, man. So I want to do like a little bit.
Derek White wasn't one of the names I brought.
Derek White isn't an all-star. People stop saying that shit. He's bald and ugly. He's not an all-star.
So is LeBron.
LeBron ain't not bald and ugly. Okay, he's bald, but he's not ugly.
What about KD? You think KD a good-looking man?
No, KD got he's got horrible hair, but he's not ugly.
Yeah.
No offense to KD.
That's true.
We have a nigga off. We have a nigga rankings right now.
But I'll give my number one most valuable role player because the other guy was just an in case. But I actually did take the villain. I took Dylan Brooks as my most valuable role player this year. I don't think Freddie classified for the role player spot. Otherwise, it would be him because I think Freddie's been their second best player. But Dylan Brooks shooting career high from the field and from three, 47 from the field, 41 from three. That 41 is like by far two. And I just think that the change that we've seen in the Rockets from going from this consistent bottom feeder team, bottom three team, to being a play-in team where if the season ends today, they'd host a home game no matter what in the postseason. I think kind of shows to Dylan Brooks. I think he's still taking on the number one assignment every night. And so for him to be providing the defense that he's providing and then shooting 40 plus from three on the other side of the ball is extremely valuable. So that's my role play.
Hey, man. Everybody thought Dylan Brooks was an NBA player. Look at him now. Boom.
Look at him now. The most valuable role player for Matt's team.
Indeed.
Class. All right. Next category. Who has been the most disappointing team for you this season?
Dan, you can go first.
Nigga threw me a bone. It's easily the Lakers. I think that they're easily the most disappointing team in the NBA. Went from having what people were saying, well, I think majority of like analysts and people who post in media outlets and things like that were saying the Lakers had a really good offseason. I said the Lakers had a really good offseason. I think majority of us here said the Lakers had a really good offseason.
I know, I did.
And for them to, they didn't start so bad. I think at one point were like 9-5 or something like that. They weren't horrible to start, and obviously there's been the injuries to the role players like Hachimura and Gabe Vincent and D'Angelo as of late, but I think it just has to go back to what Matt said, to have LeBron and AD play almost every game this year. I think Anthony Davis has only missed 3 or 4 games. Same goes for LeBron. To have them play in almost every game and to now officially be under 500, to have one of the worst offenses in the NBA amongst teams that are actually trying, it's very, very disappointing. I don't want to throw it all on Darvin Ham because he can't go out there and make shots for players, but the rotations aren't good enough. The three-point shooting is not anywhere near close enough. LeBron, I don't care. I don't know if he's sick or if he's hurt or whatever, but last night looked washed, looked horrible last night. And they're ruining Anthony Davis's MVP season.
I mean, Anthony Davis has been playing at a pretty high level, but it's been overshadowed by the win and loss column.
For real. Who would have thought Anthony Davis was a winning player, bro? What the fuck?
Yeah. Hey, man. AD was supposed to win with Quincy Pondexter, Eric Gordon in New Orleans. That's what he's supposed to do.
Quincy Pondexter made a really good half-court shot one time against the Warriors.
Was it when he was still on the Spurs?
No, it was when he was on the Pelicans. I remember it was like during that playoff game. I think they lost by like 30 that game.
During that playoff series?
Yeah.
No, AD in that playoff series was special.
Yeah. AD, who used to go to war against the Warriors. It was just the issue was he was the only one playing.
Yeah. Him and DeMarcus Cousins should have been nasty though. Him and Boogie should have been nasty.
I want to say this. I want to go back to the previous question about role players. I think a role player that needs to get a shot back in the NBA is Quincy Acey. We can move on.
Quincy Acey. That man been in the 2K free agency for like the last 8 years.
No. But for real though, like the league needs more Quincy Aces, man, like an enforcer, just to set the tone.
Bro, they're trying to take the last enforcer out of the game. See what they put my boy Draymond through?
Draymond, when they put him in like a
enforcer, Draymond's just crazy.
That man needs some help.
But they sent that man Draymond to Arkham, bro. They sent him to Arkham.
Who's your most disappointing team?
This is crazy. Oh, you saw to me?
Yeah, who's your most disappointing team this season?
Well, Danny hit it on the head with the Lakers. So this team, I have them as an alternative, but they're not really. They didn't have really that have high expectations heading into the year. But I'm still gonna say the Atlanta Hawks.
Okay. So we all got different ones then.
No, and with this Hawks team, and with this Hawks team, with Clint Snyder being fully put into the home, with his first full season as a head coach, bringing all their key guys back, I thought we see a little bit more improvement on the defensive side of the ball, with Clint Snyder obviously leading that Utah team to one of the best defensive units during his time as the head coach over there. But obviously with this year, that has not happened. They are one of the worst teams pretty much in every defensive metric this season. You watch the tape. It is absolutely horrible. The guys that you expect to have a big role defensively aren't performing well. I know he's a bit of a name value guy only, but DeJounte Murray has been atrocious defensively this year. DeAndre Hunter, even guys like Clint Capella, they haven't been as impactful as you'd expect. So with this Hawks team currently, I don't know what you do at this point because DeAndre Hunter got a bag. Murray is still there. He's got a bag.
They extended him too.
They extended him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, him and Trae Young, they're not really that great of a fit together in the backcourt. They're not compatible at all. guys like Bojan Bogdanovic, Clint Capella, some of their old. Oh, Bogdan, my fault. Bogdan Bogdanovic. Some of them more veteran guys, they're not being as impactful as they would be expected to be for this team. So with this Hawks team in the future, I don't know where you go at this point, really.
Well, I'll tell you where we go because if I didn't put the Raptors as my team that was most likely to blow it up, it would have been the Atlanta Hawks. Just because I feel like we've just seen this formula, we've seen this team like just come back basically and not really take a leap, maybe even take some regression. Like, what year is this of DeAndre Hunter? And he still doesn't look great. Jalen Johnson looks like he's made some strides, but it's like Clint Capella keeps on taking away from Onyeka's development, and you don't want to ever start Onyeka. It's like DeJounte needs the ball in his hands, and to your credit, he is not as good of a defender as he was in San Antonio. Trey was starting or like trying on defense at the beginning of the year, but it seems like he's disengaged on that end again. But so it's like there's really not an answer for this team at the moment other than like blow it up in my eyes.
Yeah, I got a great
blow
answer.
Blow it up, but retool around Trey.
No, actually, I think they got to trade Trey Young. I think that they should just fucking blow it up, man.
Trey Young. I wonder where he wants Trey to go.
No. I say you trade Trey Young. Like seriously, I want Trey Young to go to the Spurs.
Oh, see, I would like that.
Why would the Spurs?
Him and Wemby.
Why would the Spurs trade for Trey Young with their timeline?
Why would they trade for Trey Young? I don't know
because they need a point guard.
I don't know. Victor Wembanyama's been in the NBA for like 4 months, and there's already like 10-minute long clips of him running to the basket, and these dumb fucks not throwing the ball to him. I don't know. Maybe that's why.
Would you rather have one of the best pick and roll point guards who made Clint Capella look elite in the playoffs, who's continuously killed the game, whether it's his floaters in the pick and roll or just dicing it out to open shooters? Would you rather have that running your pick and roll or Jeremy Sohan?
I would not have Jeremy Sohan near the basketball at all.
You don't like the Jeremy Sohan point guard minutes?
Absolutely not. That was horrible. That is one of the. I do not care that team is tanking. That is one of the worst decisions Popovich has done in his entire career by far. That man Sohan looks so uncomfortable. That man looks so uncomfortable. Trying to set up the offense for this team. That was horrible. But for like potentially a Trey Young trade in San Antonio, I just don't think with their current timeline they would trade for a player with an already massive contract, where they can get a younger point guard, a younger facilitator out of this year's draft. I know this year's draft is already got a lot of hype for being one of the worst drafts in recent memory. The lack of talent is not there really, but with one of the
shout out Hunter Dickinson.
Zach Edey, number 1 overall pick.
Jesus.
No, he's not gonna get drafted. He's not gonna get drafted.
Zach Edey?
Huh?
Zach Edey? He's projected to go.
Hunter Dickinson. Did you transfer from Michigan to KU?
No, he's done. Very good player in college, but yeah, he's not there.
But to the point about the massive contracts, does the Spurs being a young team kind of help that out in a sense? Just because Wemby, you don't have to pay max money until like 4 or 5 more years. Devin Vassell extended, but I think he's like on a team friendly deal. No?
I'm just mad that he's getting paid more than Fred Warner.
Well, that's NBA. That's NBA for you. That's NBA.
So dumb to me, bro.
That's NBA for you. But I don't know. I think you could throw Keldon in the package. That takes some money off of your books. But I think pairing Trey and Wemby would be nice. But pay that man Fred Warner. Just pay football players in general.
That's never gonna happen.
Warner got $100 million, but like
how much of that is guaranteed?
What is it? 5?
I think only like 50 something's guaranteed or something.
Jesus.
Welcome to the NFL.
The NFLPA. Come on, man. Y'all gotta do better. I'm so sorry, but
they negotiated a new deal, and all they got out of it was that players can smoke weed. That's literally all they got.
Bro, you know what their
That's all they
biggest
got,
demand was, though.
bro.
That's how you know what their biggest demand was.
Freaking stupid, bro. The NFL
It's
extended to they extended to an 18-week season with no additional bye week.
Yeah.
No addition. Do you know how bad that is for football? Like, there's a reason why there's so many injuries because they have less time.
I'm telling you that NFLPA gonna be like that until, the NFLPA gonna be like that until Chris Paul steps in.
Chris Paul.
We know the magic he did with the NBA PA. Let's be real.
NBA, bro. It's
Man,
He's the best
when
president they ever
when
saw.
they do that Antonio Brown brain, like research and shit, they're not gonna be able to play football. They're not gonna be able to play football after that shit. It's gonna be
Or Chandler
over.
Jones.
Yeah, Chandler Jones.
Nah, Chandler Jones when it's over. It's fucking done. It's done. Niggas gonna be playing flag football, bro. It's over. It's fucking done.
Like,
It's over.
That shit gonna look like the Pro Bowl.
The Pro Bowl.
It's gonna look like the Pro Bowl.
Yo, Larry Fitzgerald, that's my dog. Larry
But
Fitzgerald's Larry Fitzgerald. Yo, Larry, what's up, Larry? Larry Fitzgerald.
we don't gotta talk about my team. Because I might have been the only person that was hyping them up to make a play in. But the Detroit Pistons been disappointing for me to say the least. Another overtime loss last night as well.
Overtime loss.
But they're a disappointing team.
Monty Williams. If you're watching this right now, which you're not, obviously, no one is. But at the same time, no, we're not. No, hey, we wish you good health, Monty. But at the same time, Monty, can you please give Azar Thompson more minutes? Please don't give Isaiah Livers any more minutes. Don't give Alec Burks any more minutes. Like,
bro, Livers closed out the fourth. I closed the last 6 minutes out in the fourth and played the overtime. Isaiah Livers, Jaden Ivey didn't touch the court in the fourth, but I mean, Alec Burks was hooping. Like that was fair. He hit the. Jaden Ivey's got to touch the court in the fourth.
Wait, hold on. Let me finish. Isaiah Williams is not an NBA player. Alec Burks is not an NBA player. Azar Thompson, I understand he has one of the barely. He's not. No.
Alec Burks won New York and the one game we beat Atlanta. He was the reason we won.
Nah, he went off. He went off that game. He went off that.
He went off.
Matt.
That's what he's capable of. He's good of going off like once every 10 games.
Matt, stop talking. Stop talking. Okay.
Insane disrespect. Stop talking on a podcast.
Okay, that's fair. That's my fault. But let me finish. Those guys I mentioned, not NBA players. Azar Thompson, I understand he has one of the worst jump shots you have ever seen. I understand that. It's not looking good sometimes, but at the same time, he has way more potential. His ceiling is way higher than probably anyone else on that basketball team right now, other than Cade and probably Jalen Duren. So give him more minutes, please. The season's already over. Like y'all.
That's what I was. Yeah, I was about to say it's
already over.
I understand you're trying to win, but it's like you're not doing that as is right now. Like you might as well just give him the minutes and let him.
Y'all have three, bro. Like
y'all one player. They gotta look themselves in the eyes, and they gotta have a real conversation with this young man on this basketball team, James Wiseman.
No.
Please get a LinkedIn, James Wiseman. It's fucking over. He's legit one of the worst. I know we all watch Pistons games. Games, like just because they're so bad to the point that it's funny and you have to watch. James Wiseman does nothing on the basketball court. Like he does absolutely nothing well on the basketball court. You know that video of that one black dude talking about LeBron? He got no footwork. He got no this. That's James Wiseman.
Shout out Carcito for
Hey, you know who they got to crack into their rotation?
Who?
Drew Timmy. I'm telling you,
Christ, it's so over. It's so.
He gonna bring that winning culture like he did at Gonzaga.
Oh my god,
winning culture. Yeah, we know what that is, bro. James Wiseman don't got winning culture from a championship team, but Drew Timmy has it from a college championship team.
They never won in college, Gonzaga.
How many minutes did James Wiseman play? Not even in the playoffs, but in the season. Oh. Hey, championship DNA.
That's championship DNA though. He set out
Oh,
for the better of
so
the
Adam
team.
Morrison got championship DNA for winning 2 NBA titles.
Darko got championship DNA.
Carmelo don't have it.
Carmelo don't have it.
James
Same
Jones
with
do though.
Russ. Same with CP3.
James Jones do. Hey,
CP3
Joel
fuck
Anthony
Kim
got
Kardashian.
championship DNA.
Hmm?
You said-
CP3 smashed Kim Kardashian. CP3 can say whatever.
Yeah, that's my goat.
Fuck CP3.
Allegedly.
All right. Most surprising NBA team is the next one. Who wants to start us off?
I got one. The Pistons have been surprisingly ass. Like I don't know if I
Go
can
that
say
route.
that they've been. Even if you expected them to be bad, I don't think
This bad.
anybody expected them to be. I don't think you expect any team to be like the worst team in NBA history. They got 3 wins right on the year.
Yeah. 3 wins. I think they set the record for like most consecutive games without a win.
Yeah, they did. They did. They almost broke the Chicago Cardinals record. And
Chicago Cardinals.
exactly.
Really?
That's something that they
I
used to
thought
be.
you were joking. I thought you messed up.
No, I'm serious. Chicago Cardinals, that used to be an NFL team in like 1942 to 1945. They went like 30 straight games without a win. They almost broke that team's record.
Yeah. And then
That's
what
how
did they
bad
become?
the
The Cleveland
Pistons were
Browns?
this year. The Pistons, no, because the Browns, we went 0-16 one year, and then we went 0-15 and 1 the next year. So that doesn't count because we
Yeah, I
didn't
remember
lose.
that. And that one came in the first game of the year.
Yep, sure did.
Yeah.
Sure did.
Yeah.
I actually saw
Shout out
this
Tyrod
on.
Taylor.
I want to, we're going on a little backtrack here or whatever, but I was scrolling on IG the other day and I saw the fucking Corey, what was his name? Corey
Joseph?
Williams?
Corey Coleman.
Corey Coleman. I saw the Corey Coleman drop in the Pittsburgh Steelers game to solidify the 0-16 season, and it brought back so many bad memories. So many
bad memories. That's funny. All right.
horrible, horrible memories.
That-
But anyway, yeah, the Pistons are surprising because they're the most surprisingly ass team I've ever seen in my life.
Fair. That's fair. Dibo, what about you? Who's your most surprising team?
I kind of spoiled it already, but I'm just gonna play this from my phone.
Okay.
Can y'all hear it?
I can hear it, but I don't know.
We can hear it.
Yeah.
We just don't fucking care.
We just don't know.
No,
Yeah,
we
I
know.
fucked up.
It's the Orlando
Yeah,
Magic.
it's the Orlando Magic. Shout out that song. Yeah, I kind of fucked up that segue, but shout out to Magic. Matt, obviously, he's been the mastermind behind this agenda, dating back all the way to last year. He has seen the vision that a lot of bless you. He has seen the vision that a lot of casual or NBA fans in general have not seen with this Magic team throughout the years. But with this unit right now, with their young core, Paolo and Franz, their 2 best players, obviously, with guys like Jalen Suggs, which we already discussed as one of the most valuable role players in the league by far this year, as well as Jamal Mosley, their head coach. He has done a great job installing this new culture, this new team, well, being a new leader for this young Orlando Magic team.
Former Buff. Did you know that?
No, I did not. I did not know that.
Shout out Jamal Mosley, former CU
Go
Buff.
Bucks. Yeah, and
But
with
continue.
this, yeah, Anthony Black as well, one of the best rookies already from his class. Great perimeter defender. And Cole Anthony. TikTok's great too. Shout out him. Good 6-man.
With the shaven head.
Yeah, but let me finish this off. The Magic, one of the best defensive teams in the league. We already established that. One of the best young duos in Paolo and Franz. A potential franchise leading guy in Paolo, a championship winning guy in Paolo. They're going to be a great team for years to come. And with this Magic team, what they've been doing this year, with them being a top 5-6 team in the Eastern Conference, they're already ahead of schedule. So this Magic team, the sky's the limit for them.
Yeah. Well said. I think the most surprising thing to me this year about the Magic is that Wendell Carter has been their 3rd best center. Gogo Badaze, I thought he was going to be out of the league. I really didn't see what he was doing in Indiana. I didn't really like his game. And he's gone to Orlando and been the best starting center on their team. and then Mo Wagner's been an actual quality piece off the bench. But the fact that they just have so many people that you can plug and insert into every game, and they just play their role and they know what they're doing, whether it is like a John Isaac, a Chuma Okiki, like just all these guys. I do agree. I think Dibo said it before that they should trade Cole Anthony. I was watching that game when they played the Celtics, and the Celtics attacked him on every play on the defensive possession. I know he finished the Celtics game with like 20, but he gave up like 25. So I think come playoff time he could maybe be a liability on that side of the court. So I understand Markelle is hurt right now, so you might just want to wait till the trade deadline. But I'm not a huge fan of the Cole Anthony minutes.
No, but but the thing right now for this Orlando team, Cole Anthony he's their third best shot creator, especially when coming off
Franz
the
out
bench.
now. Franz got hurt last night too, so he's their second.
No,
best
but I'm just saying, like in general, like when everyone's healthy,
Mhm.
Cole Anthony is their third leading shot creator, and with him coming off the bench as that sixth man, bringing in, well, it's not elite shot creating off the bench, but it's tolerable enough for this Magic team on a team that is already lacking perimeter scoring and shot creation from the perimeter with their guard play. So Cole Anthony, while I don't see him having a future with this team long term, as of right now, he is still important for this team moving forward.
That's fair. Because I mean, yeah, I would say he's probably their second best shot creator now. I mean, I don't know how long Franz is going to be out for, but he got hurt last night, and in that double overtime, it was really just like Paulo save us. They give it to Paulo basically every possession. So yeah, having him would be nice. Having Markelle come back will be nice because at least he can take over some ball handling duties. He might not have the shot creation ability of Cole Anthony, but at least he'll be able to make a bit more for you compared to a guy like Anthony Black or Jalen Suggs.
Fair enough.
But my surprising team was a team in LA, a team we haven't talked about yet. It was the Clippers. It was specifically with the James Harden era. Because the Clippers started ungodfully bad when he first got there. I think they started, was it 0-5 or 0-8?
I think they were 0-6 or 0-7 or something like that. They lost a lot.
So whatever it wasn't good. And that was surprisingly bad to me. And then since starting that losing streak, they've won 18 of their last 23. And that's surprisingly good to me. And they've looked very good these last 23 games. Obviously, as they have an 18-5 record, and I think when Kawhi's healthy, I love how they're playing all their players this season. They're finally not doing the load management thing. PJ Tucker's out of the rotation, which I concur with. I concur with it.
Oh my God! Look at this, bro. He had to include PJ Tucker.
He's out of the rotation.
Bro, that's twinning them. Him and PJ Tucker are this close to each other. Twinning them.
Now that's my bro. He hooked me up with a pair of shoes one time.
Oh my God, he does not know you.
Bro, he hooked me up with a pair of shoes.
You're a stalker to this man, bro. Leave him alone.
Just like I call him PJ, he calls me MK.
Oh my God. Look at C.
But he don't put the G in the middle.
Jesus.
MGK.
Yeah. But hey, Terrence Mann has been that piece. Terrence Mann kind of got back into the starting lineup once they went from that losing streak to turning the season around. The first game back was that Warriors game when they finally broke that losing streak. And so if he can knock down his threes, then they'll be in a very good spot. And they're probably a top 3 team out of the West for me.
Damn, I just lit the PJ Tucker stat line for this year.
Bro, it's gonna be ass. He's played like, bro. I don't even know how many games he's played with the Clippers this year. It's definitely
12.
single digits.
12.
Oh,
bro, this man putting up 1.3 points a game.
This nigga is a 0-level scorer, bro. He don't score.
0-level scorer.
He don't score in the mid-range. He don't score threes.
Bro, he's shooting 32% from the field, bro.
Ooh, 32% from the field.
What's his he's shooting, no. He's shooting 29% from the field. Oh, my apologies. Oh wait, with the Clippers now, and then from three he's shooting 27.
See his corner 3-point percentage. That's his shot. That's his shot, right? That corner three. Look up his corner 3-point percentage.
Yeah, what is it? Corner 3 Hall of Fame?
That nigga want to be out here fucking putting on black cat fours and shit to play, bro. Now he's playing like dog shit.
Bro, Kobe
If
Brown.
you don't go put on some dunks, bitch. If you don't go put on some fucking dunks, you want to put on Kobe Grinches to sit on the bench.
Bro, now Kobe Brown taking his minutes, bro. He got put out.
Bro, Kobe Brown minutes are the most confusing minutes in the league.
Bro, I'm sorry with Kobe Brown, but he does not. He look confused on the basketball court, man.
The game looks too quick for him.
And so why PJ Tucker not getting his minutes?
Because the game's
no, he should not get the Kobe Brown.
PJ Tucker too slow.
Well, their bench unit right now. Their bench unit right now is Russ and Norm Powell. Both guys should be like getting their names in the 6-man conversation. You got Tyus as your big man off the bench. They've been giving Amir Coffey the minutes over Kobe Brown lately, actually. Because I saw.
He's good. I like him.
Yeah, I think I saw Amir Coffey playing the other night, against the Heat.
All right, quick thing before we move on to our next segment. I looked up PJ Tucker's stats from the corner 3, and it's 31%.
Damn, still dog shit.
That's his best shot in his game. That's first of all, his bag is being a spot up shooter, and he can't even do it.
Yeah. Think about this. He should 1% better than Cam Reddish from his go-to spot, from like the spot that he was getting paid $10 million to knock down. He should 1% better than the team that's like getting laughed at for not shooting.
We talking about PJ Tucker right now. I know why you mentioned Cam Reddish. Talking about your boy right
Because
now.
we were just talking about Lakers' inability to shoot. And I know I was looking earlier and I saw he's shooting 30%. But that's his go-to spot. 31% from your go-to spot is not a go-to spot anymore. Like,
don't go there. Don't you?
Exactly.
PJ Tucker, salute to you. Had a very good career, but with your next career destination, I'm pretty sure you got to call up Jeff Teague, get on with his podcast, be a permanent member, and keep it moving.
Be a permanent member. PJ Tucker on a podcast would say some crazy shit. He said, he'd go like, "Oh yeah, me and Katie's mom, we would always talk the most smack." And his like smoker voice.
Didn't he say that already?
I don't know. All right, shall we move on?
And that would be really good. PJ Tucker and Jeff Teague on the podcast. I mean, that'd be.
They used to be teammates somewhere. Maybe Houston. Was Jeff Teague ever in Houston when he was that old and bad?
I don't think so. They were never.
I know he spent a year in Boston. I remember that year.
Well, Jeff Teague stopped caring when he moved to Minnesota for so.
Yeah.
No offense to Jeff Teague, but he was horrible in Boston. I did not like Jeff Teague in Boston at all. I didn't like a lot of players in Boston that season at all. That was horrible for me. Traumatizing experience. But,
all right.
Yeah,
next superlative.
Yeah, let's move on.
Next superlative. Who do you think is going to be a first-time All-Star this year? Well, Danny, who do you think?
I don't think there's anyone that's gonna be the first time All-Star.
I had 2 guys on my list that could be.
Paulo, maybe.
Paulo was one of them. For me.
I don't think he'll get enough votes, but he could be in consideration. But
I think Paulo's gonna get it because the Magic have to get an All-Star. They've been a top 5 seed all year. I know that they're 6 right now after they lost last night, but they've been a top 5 seed all year. He's been their leading scorer, multiple 40-point games.
Yeah, he can be an All-Star for sure. I'd say Paulo then, because I was gonna say Shea, but he was in last year. I was gonna say Tyrese, he was in the last year. I was gonna say Anthony Edwards, he was in it last year.
You're missing a guy.
It's
back to East versus West.
I'll go. Oh, it is back to East versus West. I'll go Paulo.
Paulo, well deserved. He was on my list. What about you, Dibo?
Paulo Banchero. I'm gonna go with him as well.
All right. I put Jalen Brunson down.
That's fair.
But here's the thing.
All-Star team?
He didn't make All-Star last year. Julius made it over him.
Whoa, that's
And
crazy.
that's the funny thing. Look,
Oh yeah, I do.
Jalen
remember.
Brunson, I've been adamant he's our best player, right? I've been adamant. I've said that multiple times. I said he was an All-Star snub last year. The Knicks are in the play-in right now. I think we're the 7th seed right now. So the Knicks don't have the record where you're going to be able to get 2 All-Stars. And I think just based off how Jalen Brunson has performed in primetime, whether it was last night or the 50-point game in Phoenix, I think he's locked up that All-Star spot for himself. But Julius Randle is going to be the biggest All-Star snub. Julius Randle should be the All-Star for the Knicks this year. RJ said it on the broadcast last night. He said that this is the best ball Julius Randle has ever played in his career. I personally agree. I sent the thing to the group chat where in the month of December, he averaged 29 and 9 on like 57% from the field. Shout out the GOAT.
I also ignored him, by the way. So if you guys wanted to hear my thoughts on the situation. So, but continue, Matt.
But so, I mean, for me, I think that this is the best Julius Randle has ever looked. He's finally not settling for jump shots. He's being aggressive, and he's basically like the way Skip Bayless wants LeBron to play in the playoffs, where it's like, oh, you need to drive all 48 minutes. Like Julius Randle has actually been doing that this season. And I said that in the month of January, he was averaging 30. Like in the month of December, he was averaging 30. In the month of January, he dropped 40 against the Timberwolves, and he dropped 35 last night. Like, so outside of the first 10 games of this season, he really has been playing some of his best ball.
Hey, Dibo, do we care?
No.
Bro, all I'm saying, it's so possible. It's like beyond. It's probably gonna happen that he plays ass in the playoffs.
And I'll be there.
This is genuinely the best I've seen him
I'll
play.
be there. When he's taking those dumbass fades from the corner, I'll be there.
Bro, but that's what I'm saying. He's not doing that. No, I mean, he did it last night, and he was hitting all of them last night. But in December, he was not taking them. Literally every broadcast, bro, Mike Breen was like, that's the thing with him this year. He's not really taking those jump shots.
No.
He's been aggressive. He's driving every way, and he's a big body, so he can drive.
Yeah, I'm going to wait till April and May for
That's fair. That's
opinion to
fair.
change. Hey, come the middle of May, we're gonna be hearing Matt talking about, oh man, I hate Julius Randle, man. We should trade him. You know,
Bro,
he's
it's
not
like
aggressive enough.
that one picture where it's always like Baker Mayfield cycle. This is the Julius Randle cycle where it's like you got to start hyping him up. Oh, maybe he's an All-Star, maybe he's All-NBA, and then playoffs come around and it's like trade Julius.
Plays like shit.
Man. Man, I wish we had Porzingis over Julius Randle. Porzingis is a tough, gritty player. You know, he's always balls forward every night.
I mess with Porzingis, but Missoula didn't use him right in that Thunder game. Porzingis should not have been on Chet.
We're gonna win the chip this year. It doesn't matter. Best record in the NBA.
Y'all ain't a real 1 seed.
We gonna keep it moving. Who's the real 1 seed then?
That you shouldn't have a 1 seed.
Real.
The fucking Bucks don't look good. The Celtics are like
okay, but how do we not look good?
You guys don't look bad. I'm not saying you look bad by any means, but like I don't know. Like you guys are still missing a playmaker, that true playmaker. That's probably what I would say is like your biggest need at the trade deadline, just a playmaking point guard.
Okay, yeah, that's true because Drew Holiday. I mean, he's been fine, but when Drew Holiday plays bad, that man is bad, especially offensively, like missing layups, committing bad turnovers, especially for his age. So yeah, I do agree with you, man, from that standpoint.
Yeah, but I don't know who that guy is.
Nah, me neither. We'll have to see, but you know, there's only 2 teams I'm worried about throughout the entire Eastern Conference. So,
and one of them plays in the well, I think he said Eastern Conference. My bad.
Yeah,
I hope Philly's not on that list. I hope Philly's not on that list.
No, Philly, hell no, they're not on that list. It's Milwaukee and Miami.
Okay,
that's what it should be. Milwaukee in a 7-game series, so just Miami.
Just Miami. Jimmy Butler put that.
Y'all might be
That much
Milwaukee
fear in your heart.
7.
Hey,
I think the Heat are the second best team in the East.
Heat aren't bad.
But the Heat are like
Heat
the
aren't
5
bad.
seed, and they haven't been healthy all year. They haven't had their big 3 like once this season, outside of like.
Plus,
the
they
first 2
got
games.
no point guard, like true playmaker, or like quality point guard.
Hey, Tyler Hero's been really good this year. Like he's been.
Do you trust him as your point guard, especially when come to
I mean,
post?
who's the?
It'll be Jimmy.
Do you
It'll
trust
be
him or
Jimmy.
Gabe Vincent more? Because that's basically what the swap was in the rotation. Because he wasn't there for the deep run last year.
Oh.
Now he's replacing Gabe Vincent.
Oh wait, Danny, how has Gabe Vincent been this year?
He's
He's
been
played for
injured.
5 games, and every single
Yeah.
one of them he was horrible.
Yeah.
Fucking dog shit.
How old isn't he out? Like 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah.
For what? What was it?
Arthroscopic knee surgery. So.
Yeah. That was a
Hey,
horrible.
but Max Strus was a big loss. I will say that because
Yeah,
he's been good for Cleveland. Nah, Max Strus was the loss. You need 3-point shooting with Jimmy and Bam.
Hey man, shout out Juan Wick, Jaime Jaquez Jr., UCLA.
He's been good too. He's
UCLA
been
finest. Been very good. So,
all right. Yeah. Last superlative. Most memorable moment of the NBA season so far.
I'm pretty sure we all have a consensus pick for this one.
What is it?
Draymond.
Oh, see, so we do have different, but that's a good one. That's a very good one.
Damn, y'all ain't pick Draymond?
I did not pick Draymond. I picked
been like the most viral moments.
I picked the game ball situation after Giannis broke the franchise record for the Milwaukee Bucks. I felt like that's a pretty memorable moment.
Well, Giannis is not on roids, bro.
That shit looked like some built-up rage.
It should look like rage.
Then what was the most memorable moment of the NBA season for you?
I'm gonna go with something positive. Actually, no, I'm not. Josh Giddey.
Lakers in season tournament.
Josh Giddey.
I was gonna say something positive. I'm gonna say Josh Giddey. But if I had to choose like a real basketball moment, probably Ja's return, his return game winner. I like that. That's a
very good pick. It's a very good pick.
Yeah, and then he started, shooting it up, and then Barstool posted it, and then Quinn Ewers did the same situation.
Oh, Quinn Ewers, man, he's just having fun out there. I hate that.
Ja just let out a whole round in the section 116.
Bro, I hate Barstool so much, man. I hate Dave Portnoy. Those are horrible people.
Dave, I know something about you, Dave. Nah,
man,
I got Pat Bev bent up in the corner.
Oh, bro, I forgot Pat Bev's podcast is with Barstool.
It's all Barstool, yeah.
Say your name, Pat Bev.
Shout out to is it Ron or is it Roni?
Roni?
The white dude on there?
Roni.
With Pat Bev?
I like him. He's good. I think that's his name, but I like him. He's cool.
Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, but quick thing quick thing on Josh Giddey. We really haven't talked about it on this podcast at all. Low key, we're trying to avoid it because of all the situation going on, like with the all the legal stuff, legal actions being put into it. But like when that situation first came out, I remember there was like a TikTok edit that came out that had Josh Giddey highlights with the same girl by R. Kelly in the background. it was hilarious.
I think the funniest part of that has to do actually with Pat Bev when he was doing the in-season tournament thing with Kevin Hart, and he's like, Kev, I'm a girl dad, and I got daughters, and I know that you got daughters, Kevin Hart. So what's your thoughts on the Josh Giddey situation? And he sits back and he crosses his hands like this. He knew that he just set off a fucking.
Bro, it's funny though. Bro, the first game after the situation happened, they played the Sixers. So they played Pat Bev.
Bro, he's hilarious, bro. I love Pat Bev.
Twitter was a crazy place that day.
Was it Thanksgiving?
No.
It wasn't around Thanksgiving. No,
it was around
Thanksgiving. I think it was Thanksgiving. I think it was actually Thanksgiving.
No, it wasn't Thanksgiving because I would have been watching football, not not the Thunder versus the 76ers.
No.
It was the same day. It was the same day when Alabama beat Auburn on that Hail Mary.
That was Thanksgiving, I think.
No, it
wasn't Thanksgiving Day though.
It had to be the day after. It had to be the day after.
It was like day before, day after.
The fuck does that mean?
It might be. I think it was the day before, because I feel like I was talking about it with my cousins at the table during Thanksgiving.
Table.
Table.
Hey, we're me and my cousins, we're all in the same like demographic, so we know what's going on, and they're all males too. So like,
No. It was Thanksgiving because I remember I worked on Black Friday, and when I walked into the break room on Black Friday to clock in, I said, "Shout out Josh Giddey." And I don't know why.
shout out Josh Giddey.
I don't know
It's
why I
crazy.
chose those words, but I said it, and everybody was like, "Yeah, no, don't shout out Josh Giddey." And I was like, "Yeah, don't."
Hold on, I'm finding this game. I'm finding this game.
Oh man.
In
Didn't they
November.
say he
Let's
was
look
like
late
committing
November.
traffic violations around the high school?
Bro couldn't wait. He had the speed to get. He couldn't wait.
It was on the 25th of November they played. So that's when it broke, on the 25th.
Let me see.
Okay.
That's what I got. Because that's when they played the Thunder. That was the day they played the Thunder.
That man should be getting traded immediately. Not because of like just that, but he's not good at basketball.
No, he's the fourth. He's the fourth best starter right now.
The fourth best starter. He shouldn't play.
Most likely.
Shouldn't play.
He probably shouldn't.
Well, for obvious reasons, but other than that, because of basketball and his poor play, that as well.
Yeah, no. I'm on TMZ right now. It was November 23rd. It was November 23rd. November 23rd was when it dropped on TMZ. That's Thanksgiving.
23rd. Oh well.
Hey, we gotta have a talk about Australian like prodigies over the years and how like every single one of them like flamed out.
Ben Simmons, bro, just give him one more year.
No.
He wants to be Drew Walls, bro.
Who else is
Walls?
Shout out, isn't Dante Exum Australian? Because he's been hooping.
Yeah, he's Australian. He's been hooping so far for Dallas, being a key role player for them. But in his draft class, he was hyped up to be one of the next big like star guard coming out of Australia. He was a top 10 pick in that.
Where was Jimmer from?
Jimmer? He is not from Australia.
I know. He's like, I think he's European.
Jimmer go to like TCU, bro?
No, he went to BYU.
BYU.
Yeah, he went to BYU.
Went to BYU.
But Jimmer's not like, I don't think he's American born.
He is, I think.
Really?
Regardless, he's fucking ass.
Really?
Well, that's kind of
Jimmer's like a weird name.
Crazy though.
I've been to 4 different levels of school, and I never once met a kid named Jimmer.
No, he's from New York.
Swear, he's from New York. Oh shit.
He went to BYU.
He wants to sign his 10-day with the Knicks.
He went to BYU. Out of New York.
Yeah. Well, he did play for the Knicks as well back in 2016.
Oh. Bro, you know who I actually like watching right now? Y'all know Misic on the Thunder? The former EuroLeague dude?
Yeah.
Bro, he had a nice ass pass the other day. I think. Again, when they were playing the Nets, I was like, oh, okay.
It doesn't
I was
count.
like, I saw the pass. I was like, classic Euro player.
Who was guarding him?
Who
was guarding him? Do you remember?
No.
Okay, we're just gonna say
everybody gets a highlight on
Spencer. It was Spencer.
Everybody gets a highlight on Spencer Dinwiddie.
It might have been.
Nigga is trash.
Oh! Speaking of Euro players, shout out Ricky Rubio. He called it quits. Did you see?
Oh yeah, they called him buyout. Hey man, for all the young kids out there, look up Ricky Rubio passing highlights with the Timberwolves, man. It's a treat. He was special back in Minnesota, man.
Great player. Hopefully he continues to play for the national team, or if he does play, he'll play in Spain or something. He's a good player. I love Ricky Rubio. I'm a big Ricky Rubio fan.
You're gonna go to Barca or Madrid?
No, I think that he plays for his childhood club, whatever it was. I don't think it was either of those two.
Who did he play for before he declared for the draft?
Bro, it was like 2009, bro. We weren't born. Facts. We weren't like. We weren't like.
No. Fuck no, Dibo. Because you say you saw the fucking Celtics win the championship in 2008. So you should remember.
Facts.
Well, it did happen in my lifetime, but I wasn't like as knowledgeable of the NBA compared to right now. So yeah.
No, I don't. I don't remember where he played. But Ricky Rubio had a good career. Ricky Rubio had
Oh, very
quite a
good
nice
career.
career.
Nothing to be ashamed of. So, he did play at Barcelona. He played at Barcelona.
Damn. See, I hella no ball. That Barca was the first team I said.
Man, that's like the two. It's like the two Spanish teams that like, actually matter in Spain.
Hey, do I know ball or am I a good guesser?
You're, I guess you're a good guesser. It's
um,
fine.
one superlative that we didn't bring. I'm curious what your answer would have been. Because I gave my answer. I said Julius Randle. Who do you think is going to be your biggest All-Star snub? Or who do you think is going to be the biggest All-Star snub? And Ja doesn't count because I don't think Ja will play enough
No,
games.
he's not gonna play enough games. So obviously not. No.
But who do you think will be an All-Star snub?
Um, I'll go with Trey. I'll go with Trey because usually he gets snubbed every year because
This year, no snub.
voters do not like him. So
Hey, he should get in over
Trey.
Dame. He should get in over Dame, but they're going to give it to Dame.
I take him over Dame. Yeah, but Dame's gonna get it because of like the Bucks teams are a team record. So Trey Young's
The
not gonna.
guards out of the East will be Lillard, Brunson. How many guard positions are there? Is it 3 or 4?
I think on the roster it should be like 4.
4, because Halliburton's definitely a starter.
Mhm.
Halliburton's gonna start. You got Dame,
Dame's gonna get in. Brunson.
and
Garland's out, so he's gone.
Mitchell though.
Oh man, Mitchell in that spot,
Mitchell.
so you put him there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Tyrese Maxey. He could
Oh
possibly.
damn. Guard position might actually be tough this year.
Yeah.
Guard position might be tough to me. But I hate fan voting though. Fan voting's so predictable. It's definitely gonna be Lillard. And I'm telling you, it's gonna be Brunson, especially fan voting in New York. You're gonna get it.
I think they just released the NBA fan voting.
Ooh.
Let me do a
So
quick check.
LeBron's the team captain.
All right, I got it. So for guards, Tyrese is leading.
Yeah.
Then Dame, Trae Young at 3, and then Donovan Mitchell at 4, Maxey at 5, Brunson 6, LaMelo Ball at 7.
Melo's missed too much.
DeMar DeRozan at 9, and Drew Holiday 10.
DeMar DeRozan is a guard? Classifies as a guard?
Technically. And then, I'm just gonna do a quick read off of these fan votings. Giannis at 1 for front court, Embiid at 2, Tatum at 3, Butler 4, Brown 5, Adebayo 6, Mikal Bridges 7. Bro, I didn't know Nets fans had motion like that. I did not know
It's
that.
casuals.
For Porzingis 8, Kuzma 9, and Boncaro 10.
Kuzma 9?
I got no clue.
Wow.
I got no
All right,
clue.
what about the West?
The West going to guard.
Hold on. Can I guess the guards out the West?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, Shea Curry.
Yeah.
Shea Steph. Is Booker on there?
Oh, no, actually.
No. Okay, Booker's not on there. I don't think Jamal will be there. De'Aaron Fox.
No. Yeah, he's there. He's 8.
James Harden / Paul George.
Harden's 4.
Anthony Edwards.
6.
Luka.
Yeah, he's leading.
Is Kyrie there?
Yeah, he's 5.
So how many am I missing?
3.
LeBron's not a point guard, is he?
No.
Does BI count as a guard in this? No.
Mm-mm.
De'Aaron Fox. I don't think that Malik Monk would be there. Kevin Huerter, I think they just moved to the bench.
No.
Clay obviously isn't going to be there.
No, he actually is there. He's 9.
Clay?
He's 9. Yeah.
Damn. I'm fucking Warriors fans. I mean, I guess I should have known. CJ's not there, is he?
Hell no. Who's voting for McCollum?
Yeah, facts. He's never been an All-Star. Damn.
Well, he should have been. He should have been like a few years back when he was in like his prime in Portland. But especially
definitely.
No.
So 2 more left.
Yeah. They're both like really popular players.
Really?
Yeah.
In the West. It's not Booker, you said.
No.
All right. So Minnesota, and I don't think they have another one. OKC, we said Shea. I
Mhm.
doubt Giddy, especially this year, is making it. Denver, Jamal isn't there.
No.
So KCP's not going to be there. Clippers, we already did. Sacktown, we did. New Orleans, done. Dallas, we did. Houston's not going to have any guards, right? Freddie's not a. Is Freddie there?
Hell no.
Okay. I was about to say Lakers. Please don't tell me like Austin Reeves is there from fan votes.
Yeah, he's 10.
Wow. And then, so what number am I missing now?
7.
Okay, so 7. Have I said his team yet?
No.
Okay, so Phoenix, it's not gonna be Beal. He didn't play enough. Utah, Colin Sexton, Chris Dunn. No, so no.
No,
Memphis.
it's
Oh,
like,
Desmond Bain.
hell no. It's their no.
Who is it?
It's Ja.
What? I didn't know Ja. I thought I wasn't counting Ja.
Nah, it's 7, bro. You guessed like KCP before Ja. That's crazy.
Well, because I
Um,
didn't think Ja was eligible. That's why I said Desmond Bain.
he still is.
Bro, Ja's been back for like 6 games and he's 7th on the list.
Don't matter.
Bro,
Does not
he's been back 6 games and they've been that 500 in them. I
don't
didn't think
matter,
he got motion like that.
bro. Jamal Murray's never gonna get an All
Probably
Star
not. He
unless
don't
it's
get
like
the
a
CJ
automatic
treatment.
choice. Nah, you don't get the McCollum treatment, which is unfortunate because Murray's a dog. Let me read off the front court quickly, if that's okay with you.
Go for it.
Yeah, so LeBron 1, obviously, KD 2, Jokic 3, AD 4, Kawhi 5, Paul George 6, Şengün 7,
Nice. Well deserved.
Wembanyama 8, Holmgren 9, and then Cat 10.
Wemby should not be on the list.
Who should take him?
Who's the 10? Cat at 10? Well,
Yeah.
one, I'd have Chet above Wemby,
Oh no,
personally.
no, I'll put Gobert in there. I'll put Gobert. Put Gobert.
Nah.
Why you not saying Gobert?
I don't know. Gobert had the D point locked up for me. And now Chet's made it a conversation again. It's still Gobert's award, for sure. But Chet's made it a conversation for me.
Okay, but
I put
obviously,
Sabonis in there. I know Sabonis had a double-digit turnover night the other night.
so
but
Sabonis 2 is a fair choice.
I put Sabonis in there. I'd put. I mean, no Memphis Grizzlies player outside of Ja will get it just because of how they started without him.
Mm-mm.
Laurie Markkinen maybe.
No, he is not getting it.
I mean, he missed a good chunk of the season too.
Yeah,
With injury. Zion maybe.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I thought Kawhi would be higher though. Kawhi's been having a really good year.
Mm.
But
Salute to Kawhi.
overall, not horrible. I hate the Austin Reeves one though. I hate the Austin Reeves one.
Hey, Lakers gotta support their guys. You know?
I mean, that's more than Lakers. That's like every frat bro too.
Including you? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Nah.
I'm kidding.
Nah. My vote will be for Podziminski. Bro, I heard. Hold on. Do you agree with this? This will be the last thing, and then we can go because we gotta make this milk mile.
Mhm.
But I was listening to KB the other day, and he said that Podziminski and Trace Jackson Davis, that's the second round pick, right? That's the forward.
Yeah.
He said this rookie class for the Warriors, those two guys, have done more than the Kuminga, Moses Moody, and James Wiseman drafted for them.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%.
Yeah.
When it comes to consistency from a game-to-game basis, those two guys, Podominski and Jackson Davis, have been way better in that regard.
Yeah. Bro, I think all they were hoping from Moses Moody was that he played like Podziminski. I think that's all they wanted from him.
Yeah. But I feel like for that team especially, Podolski is a much better fit, being that high energy guy, wing defender who can also be very good catch and shoot as an off ball scorer.
Yeah, yeah. And Wiseman played like 15 games in a Warriors jersey.
And he did not look good in those 15 games,
No,
and we are seeing him not being good in Detroit as well. So
shout
that's
out
that pick.
Kuminga though. He's looked good since Draymond's been suspended. He's tended up.
Mm-hmm.
But he's probably the only dude who's done anything out of that draft for them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right, so should we wrap up and get out of here?
Indeed, we should. If you guys have stayed for this long, we appreciate the love and support. Follow us on all of our social media platforms, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, all with the handle @LumsFromDebates. We post there very consistently, reels every day as much as we can, daily highlights, news clips, podcast clips from us and other sources as well. So a very, very good listen and watch. So we hope y'all enjoyed that.
Hey, we hope y'all enjoy that. I'm looking right now. It says we're at 677 subscribers on YouTube. By the end of January, we want to be at 700.
We will be at 700.
We'll see. But it's only with the help of y'all. So subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. Let us know if you like it, and we'll be back.
Indeed. Hey, man, first episode of 2024. A lot more content on the way, and we hope to have another successful year with y'all. So, can't wait.
Don't miss next episode when we're, I assume, predicting NFL playoffs.
Yeah, we're gonna. Well, I don't have the full agenda, but hopefully we'll do like Black Monday for NFL coaches. Go through all of the important head coach firings, GM firings, stuff like that, and then do our entire NFL playoff bracket, or at least do our wild card picks for that week. So,
True.
Regardless, we're gonna have a lot of fun.
I'll be there. Mbappe.
I will be there no matter what. From the great Kylian Mbappe.
What's iconic mean?
It's up there, but a lot more important ones. But we gotta head out though. Peace.